In the video, I talked to a Canadian, to an English guy, to a French guy, and a Brazilian girl. I could notice really different things of each one of them. And the question that I wanted to ask to each one of them was, what do they teach from their culture to our culture? And a really curious thing that I found is that they almost didn't answer that question, because they did it in the opposite. They took what we have here and they like this and they would like to teach that to their cultures. So that was a really important aspect for me. They like our essence, what we are. They like that we are friendly, that we are nice, that we like to help everyone, and that we are so happy. Our joy, our charisma, that's what they like about us. So that's a really good aspect that I found. Also, a negative aspect that I found was a small situation that was in the moment that I was recording my interview with a French guy, that made me and my partner feel really uncomfortable and really ashamed, because we were recording. I was talking to the French guy and my friend was recording, and at that time Paisa came to sell some of, I don't know, he was selling something, and the other French guy told him that, please close your mouth, we're recording. And he took a really bad attitude, and he started like talking to him in a really bad way, saying him bad words. And that was really uncomfortable for us, because it was a really bad image. So we felt the necessity to say sorry for something that we didn't do, because that's like our representation, and that was a really bad aspect from that. So that was something that I didn't like, and I felt really uncomfortable, and I don't know, it was a really embarrassing situation. Another good aspect that I found was the relationships here and there with family are not close as we are here. They, as soon as they graduate from high school, they leave. Even if they are in the same city or in the same town, they leave to go to another place to stay, and also they move from their cities to go to college, to go to any university out of town, out of the country, because I feel that they want to be independent. They feel that that's the age to leave home, to have their privacy, to make everything by themselves. And that's the totally opposite here. We leave home when we finish university. So that's the biggest difference that I found. And also, we are really close to our families, and they join just for special days, like for Christmas, Thanksgiving, uh, New Year. And that's a really good aspect, because someone told me that their parents live in Belgium, and they really far, and they love each other, but they don't share as much as we do. So that's a really good aspect. And also, I asked them about marriage. It's important to get married at a young age, and they said that it is not important, because with the pass of the time, religion has become not as big as it was. So now it is not important to get married. They just go to live together, they move in, and that's it. And because of religion and how it has evolved or how it has changed, now getting married, it's not a really important aspect in their lives. So that's another thing that I found really interesting. And surrounding all those aspects, the big conclusion is that even if we are from Europe, we come from really different places. So we are so different. A really good example from that is that Irish guy. He told that we are really similar in our attitude, that we are really friendly, that we are always willing to help, we are always trying to be nice all the time. And also a guy from England, he told me that we are so different. They're just focused on their things. It doesn't mean that they are rude, but they are not as friendly as we are. So we are totally, totally different, and we have so many different aspects from one another that we can share, that we can exchange to become a really, really good culture. Because as we saw in the video, that there's the part when the Paisa guy talked to the French guy in that way, we can see that there are bad things, but there are also so many good things about us. And we can combine those things from our culture and those good things from their culture and mix them and make a really, really good culture. But we are so different. That's what diversity is. We're so different, and there are so many things that we could share, that we can learn to make us better.